The member for North Sydney.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Prime Minister. Will the Prime Minister further update the House on the steps the government is taking to ensure that energy is affordable and reliable for hard-working Australians, including those living in my electorate of North Sydney?
The Prime Minister has the floor.
Speaker, and I thank the honourable member. And Mr Speaker, 371,500 more Australians in work than a year ago. As I said a moment ago, the longest run of monthly jobs growth since 1994. That is an extraordinary achievement, and it is a tribute to the enterprise and the hard work of Australian businesses that are benefiting from the leadership and economic leadership my government is offering, the incentives to invest and employ that they're receiving from the enterprise tax cuts the parliament has approved applying to small and medium businesses. But, Mr Speaker, to remain competitive, Australian businesses need affordable and reliable energy. They need to have the gas they need to have the electricity for their businesses, and it needs to be reliable and affordable. And that is what we are delivering. Now, when it comes to energy, the Leader of the Opposition writes charming letters to me occasionally, talking about bipartisanship. He went completely off the reservation this morning, Mr Speaker. He described the considered advice from the Energy Security Board, appointed by COAG, 5 of the most knowledgeable people in the energy sector. He described that
Members
as
on my
being
left.
science fiction. Science fiction. That's what he said. And then he described it, then as he started to foam and froth, he described it as propaganda from the government.
You serious?
This is a recommendation from an independent board appointed by COAG, accountable to COAG, more Labor governments appointing it than Liberal governments. These are people of immense expertise. The energy market operator, the energy regulator, the chairman of the rules maker, the AMC, and of course Dr Kerry Schott and Claire Savage, the independent chair and deputy chair. Excellent appointments, praised by the member for Port Adelaide at the time, and so they were, and he was right then. But now they don't like the outcome, and so all they can do is smear and play politics. Mr Speaker, Australians deserve better. The reality is this: Labor has failed to put Australian families first. They have failed to prioritise affordability and reliability. They have allowed Australians to see energy prices rise, gas become in short supply, all because of ideology and stupidity. And now we see, Mr Speaker, the Leader of the Opposition complaining about jobs lost in renewables, so he forecasts. What about the 5,000 jobs in Snowy Hydro 2.0? What about that? That's what we're creating.
Members on my left, the member for Sydney. The member for Mackellar will resume his seat. It's Minister for Urban Infrastructure. Might just mute for a bit, and I'll call the member for Jagga Jagga.